G'day guys, Darcy Ninja here. We're back for another video and we've got a real life injury. Ninja's copped a yoga ball to the head on Friday. Filming some Patreon stuff. We always have a little bit of fun and laughter, but took it a little bit too far maybe and actually has hurt his neck. So this might be relative to somebody that's had a car accident, whiplash, or compression on their head, hit their head. Concussions and all of that. Tell us about what happened and what you're feeling.
Anyway, yeah, so I was blindfolded and yeah, a big purple ball and Aaron just booted it. He was trying to get a goal and I was like a goalkeeper type of thing and
couldn't see.
Like this, and it just hit me straight here and just went all over my face and that.
Yeah.
But I went boom like that and the ball just rebounded straight back. So you have to have a look at the footage. Yeah, but I was lucky I've got a strong neck, I think. So it might have, somebody else might have, oh, fuck.
Even that hurt, just testing it, yeah.
So I'm hurting, just there's a spot just in close on here on my left.
Yep.
Not on the right, and it was felt down the base of my neck where it becomes the thoracic down here. So it was here and here. Yeah, so it's probably more along the left side that needs a bit of love. But yeah, just in this spot here, I can feel there's stuff going on.
And as Ninja said, the importance of having a strong neck means that the shock absorption, like his muscles are strong enough. Even though he couldn't see and he didn't know it was coming, he's been training in the gym and doing squats and deadlifts, bracing with his neck and treating and making sure that strength work's important to his life. That, yeah, these vertebrae haven't just absolutely jarred up and caused any, like, you know, blown a disc or done anything serious. It just feels like the muscles have I guess, activated to essentially stop too much movement from it getting injured even more. All right, so let's just get a towel. So left side, you reckon, man?
Yeah, left side. You explore it, mate. You do your thing, real life.
Yeah.
What you would do and show the guys out there.
So not using too much wax because it is still quite acute, you know, it's less than a week since we did it. What I'm going to do is just get right next to his C6 and C7, and that's a nice bony landmark there because it's like the larger vertebrae, so you can see it on Ninja quite easy. And then I just like to keep that anchor and work in with my pisiform really close to that thoracic spine, using just a little bit of wax. My pressure is still pushing down, but I'm sort of like cutting through. Like you can even change it more and get more pisiform. And there we go. Ninja just said just there. So that means just wait there, mate. You know, don't move. Don't go off that. Don't, you know, pay attention to that, please. That's what just there means. It's important. It's intelligent information that my client or Ninja, my mate, is telling me. Stay on it. Yeah. Slowly but surely move through it. So it doesn't look like I've moved a lot or done a lot, but there's quite a bit happening underneath my my pisiform. I'm working into the laminar grooves. So right in close to that spinous process, the bones that you feel along your spine, there's a nice little gap in between there that I'm clearing that gutter. Getting rid of the jarring, getting rid of the block. That's basically what has happened to Ninja. He's jarred up, compressed in through here. So this is like elongating the tissues down. When we come out of that, I'm going to do another one. Again, try and go even closer to that spine. It's almost a bit like a joint mode as well. Just little different pressures through there and angle changes. I'm just going slow. We can keep that anchor just to create some space between there. And I'm not pushing really firm, just getting a nice gauge of how much pressure needs to be put into there by Ninja. I guess, you know, not complaining or moaning or groaning too much either. That's a usually clear one. If it was too forceful, he'd let me know. His body would say, get the hell out of there, you know. Beautiful. So, yeah, when we get compression through our neck, what happens is the body suspects there's a threat. Something's happened to me. What's hit me, you know? And the muscles around this area essentially are going to tighten up to prevent any further stress or any further injury to that joint. So there isn't such an injury. It's more or less that the muscles around here are compensating. So what I like to do next is actually just go maybe close to his levator scap, put a little bit of pressure in there, and just work into there as well. Not having to move a lot. Just hold it. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to force it. Bit of Wim Hof there.
Yeah.
Talking about his breathing.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about my stroke, trying not to force it. Just hold it. Weight there with a bit of weight. But essentially this stroke's coming through the medial border of his scap.
Yeah.
Collecting some debris, some build-up. Feels all right?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And it's not on the scap, it's really quite next to it, but all these tendons attached through there, tracing it all the way down.
You don't need to force.
You don't need to force. What's the next part that he says? I don't know. Come on now, fully in and letting go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all he does. All right, my next one's going to be a little bit more trap and left scap. So I'm working out towards the shoulder now, still connecting into that spot there. You know, it's like pushed up like that. We want to lengthen it, elongate, take some of the tone out of there. Oh. Oh.
Oh, tight.
Beautiful. So upper traps, relaxing those guys off, releasing that left scap. I'm going to show you with an elbow now as well. I like to collect a little bit of that trap. So I'm into the spine there, and then just holding that. Working a little bit down, maybe on top of it, finding what's going on. Oh, there's some sore points there, but just stretching out that tissue. The good thing about treatment and when I say stretching is it's the vertebrae in the skeleton isn't changing, but I'm molding and shaping the tissue. So I'm changing and elongating and trying to spread it apart and move it. So when you stretch, you're having to move your body and your joints and your fascia and all these types of things. But this is essentially stretching it without actually pulling on the joints, tendons. It's a little bit different. So this is the art of bodywork.
It's good there.
Good there.
Yeah.
Good there. We've had another good there. Hold that. Weight there. I'm using not the complete point of my elbow, which would be more like that. It's a little bit of the broader
Yeah, it's
part.
better. Yeah.
Find the right angles. Use the right pressure. So yeah, we see this in sport, you know, footy, rugby, maybe a bouncer, maybe, you know, someone's playing cricket and they're ducked and the balls hit them on the top of the head, or soccer and the balls hit them on the top of the head. It's pretty similar sort of thing. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, you want to see it, head to our Patreon. We have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a muck around and yeah, get a little bit more personalised, get to understand us, you know, behind the scenes a little bit more on our personal lives and what's going on. So if you're interested, our Patreon is in the link below. Go and check it out.
It's good, man. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be stuff in this low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Affected. It's interesting how you can tell it's from that incident as well. You know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah, no. Somehow you know.
Yeah. Okay, before I'm going to use one more elbow down on a different angle, and then we're going to get into the neck. So this time I'm going to go into there. Just lost it. There it is. Oh.
Slippery sucker.
Slippery sucker. Nice. So just get a good purchase, hold, wait for that to melt, dissolve. And then move through it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
It's good.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Plenty happening in this shoulder blade. Okay, all right, let's have a go at the neck. So, what I feel like doing is starting here, right up into that sub-occipital, not going hammer and tong just yet, but getting my guide rail, getting on the rails there. So the rails meaning I can feel the skeleton, and then I can work along it. Just changing angles and working things out where it needs it. Not too bad.
Getting closer. You can tell.
In there or more?
Just down, yeah, just there. That's where it starts. That vertebra there.
Yep, so I've just changed thumbs. Ooh.
That's it.
I just had to change thumbs to get... I'd rather push down like this with this thumb.
That's it. It feels like it's there and kind of laterally, just slightly, just, yeah, in that line. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, fuck. Oh, it's sort of weird.
Yeah.
It's not hurt me much, but it's uncomfortable. Or
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
it's weird, weird. You think something's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're bracing for what you feel like's coming, but it doesn't come.
Yeah.
So you're going slow. Whoa, just there, bro. Yeah.
So just working to like splenus, cervicus, and these erectors in his neck.
Whoa.
And then giving this a little bit of a joint mob into C5, that cervical spine, and then maybe you want to trace out. Stretch it out.
It's all good, man. All everywhere you go, and it's
Yeah, feels relative.
gold. Yeah, in there. It's just. Yeah.
Just having a little feel around. I can feel that
dear.
push back on me right there. So
Jeez. Oh dear.
the neck's a really sensitive spot as well. You know, you don't want to interfere with the nerves that are running through there too much and aggravate them. So just go slow. Be graceful with your approach. I'm going to work from here up now. Try and reverse engineer what happened. You know, oh, that's a nice spot. Compression came from this way. Open it up this way.
Yeah.
Sub-occipitals, always a good one. Just to, you know, it has such a flow-on effect. You release this gutter along the base of the skull, and we know that releasing these tendons are going to have this really positive effect on the way the neck feels. Has a really good domino effect flowing on. One more. Alright, we've just run out of time because we've got to go and treat other clients, but let's slowly sit up, Ninj, and just have a little bit of a feel. Oh yeah, it can be a bit of a shock to the system being in the dark, but just move it in ways that you feel like it needs to move. And
wow, this side feels terrible.
Yeah.
This one's feeling so good.
yeah,
It's like it's light, not there.
it's important to treat both sides, lower back, neck, hip flexors, whatever you're doing. So yeah, create symmetry. We'll go and do this off camera when we have some time. But yeah, just a little bit of a real life, you know, we get injured as well, and we need to apply our principles just like we do in our videos. So yeah, real life video, real life injury. Head to our Patreon, as we said, go and see some more exclusive content and behind the scenes, and yeah, a little bit of fun and banter. So thanks for watching, we'll see you soon.
Done.